In case you don't know, meet the Nigerian's first female billionaire. So this is the first female billionaire in Nigeria. Now, she's the first female billionaire in Nigeria and one of the wealthiest women in Africa. So many of you probably thought that maybe it's only men that are billionaire. We have women billionaire in Nigeria too. Now, in a country where success stories often belong to men, one woman broke all barriers to become Nigeria's first female billionaire. And you might want to know about this woman, right? Now, the name of this woman is Folorunso Alakija. Now, Alakija is a Nigerian businesswoman, philanthropist, and a fashion icon who has become a symbol of resilience and entrepreneurial success. Now, but how did she do it? Yes, you might want to know how she did it. Was it luck, divine favor, or sheer hard work? Now, here is a glimpse into the extraordinary life of this business mogul, philanthropist, and a fashion icon who rewrote Nigerians' wealth history. So you might want to know everything about this woman and how she became, one of the wealthiest women in Africa. Now, Folorunso Alakija was born on July 15th, yes, 1951. She was born into a polygamous family in Ikorodu, that is in Lagos State. Her father, Chief L.A. Ogbara, had 8 wives and 52 children, and Folorunso's mother was his first. Omo, this man dey born sha. Now, Alakija attended Muslim High School, Shagamu, before moving to the UK to study secretariat study at Pitman Central, College in London. Now, later she studied fashion design at the American College in London and the Central School of Fashion. So she was a fashion goddess. That means she was into fashion. Now, in furtherance, Alakija began her professional career in 1974 as an executive secretary at Sijuade Enterprises in Lagos. Now, she later worked at the First National Bank of Chicago and the International Merchant of Nigeria, gaining valuable experience in the banking sector. So she has worked in the banking sector as well. Now, you might want to know how she became a billionaire. However, her passion for fashion led her to establish a fashion label. So she owned a fashion label known as Supreme Stitches, which she later renamed the Rose of Sharon House of Fashion. So this is her fashion, business. Now, in the 90s, Nigeria's oil industry was dominated by men, but Folorunso, guided by faith and business acumen, took a bold step. Yes, she applied for an oil prospecting license, that is OPL, so that she can actually start, the oil business in Nigeria. Now, in 1993, yes, Alakija secured an oil processing license, OPL 216, for a 617,000 acre offshore block in Nigeria's Agbami field. Her company, Famfa Oil Limited, entered into a joint venture with Texaco subsidiary Star Deepwater Petroleum to explore the field. Now, Famfa Oil retained a 60% stake in the project, which became one of the Nigeria's largest deepwater oil development. Do you see why this woman became one of the wealthiest women in Africa? Now, despite initial challenges, including a legal battle with the Nigerian government over ownership rights, Alakija's persistence paid off. So the federal government was disturbing her, but she persisted, and then this paid off. Now, this solidified her position as a leading figure in Nigeria's oil sector. So you can see, this was one of the reasons why she became the wealthiest person in Africa. Now, by 2014, Forbes estimated her net worth at $2.5 billion, making her Africa's richest woman, even wealthier than Oprah Winfrey at that time. So you can see how this woman became a wealthy woman in Africa. So she was into fashion, later diversified to the oil sector. Of course, you know that oil is one of the main sector of the Nigeria economy. So if in case you don't know how Alakija made her money, this is the story of Alakija. Now, if you are probably interested in more of this kind of stories, stories is actually very important, because They keep us updated about the things that happened before now. So share this video, and then if you want to be getting more of this kind of story, follow me for more updates. See you in my next video. Let's go.